Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 1 of season 2 here on the Everton career mode save on Championship Manager 0102. Now, just quickly before we get underway with the season, I want to show you who I've managed to bring in the first summer transfer window. So we brought in a Greek goalkeeper, Choitis. Doesn't look too bad. So we brought him in on a Bosman. We brought in Mark Kerr from Dundee, it was, I believe, for £2.5 million. He looks like a decent player. He's currently injured, so he'll be back in about a month. We brought in young Hugo Pinheiro, who is a young Portuguese goalkeeper. Doesn't look too bad, so he'll be the backup to the Greek goalkeeper that we brought in. And we also brought in Felipe Mexis from France, I believe it was, yeah, in a deal worth £7.5 million. He looks pretty decent. And I'll show you quickly the players that we've let go. We've let go of Thomas Radzinski. He went to West Bromwich Albion in a deal worth £2 million. Scott Gemmell joined Charlton on a Bosman. We then released Garside, Carney and Pettinger on a free transfer. Mark Pembridge joined Bolton on a Bosman. And then Thomas Mira, Matt McKay and Gaza left us on a free. So this is the formation that I'm going to try and use for the beginning of the season. This is the team instructions. Normal, short passing, hard tackling, we're pressing in the offside trap. So that's what we're going to give a go. And we've got 3 away games to start off the first season. We've got Blackburn away, followed then by Newcastle away, Manchester City away. And then we've got Watford at home, Arsenal at home, before we'll finish today's episode with Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. So I do want to try and keep these episodes to around 20 to 30 minutes long, because I don't want the content to be too much. I do want it to be enjoyable for you guys watching. I wanted to try and make it so you guys can watch it in one sitting and not do my usual 2 to 3 to 4 hour long videos. That's pretty draining on you guys, I understand that. So before we get the season underway, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, please do drop it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then please do so. It does help me push content to new people, and I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get season 2 underway. We'll just give squad numbers here to Mexis and Tony Hibbert. I'll give Hibbert number 21. 13 is, of course, an unlucky number. And it's 1-0 to Blackburn. Dunn finds the back of the net in the 12th minute. Come on, Blues. Is there an equaliser to be found before half-time? Looks like we just missed that. And it'll be half-time here at Eadward Park. 9 shots on goal to their 7. We've had 3 on target to their 4. Doesn't look like Kevin Campbell's had a single shot yet. So we'll give them to around the 60th minute, and then we'll look to make a change. And it's 1-1, and it's Kevin Campbell, so he's definitely going to keep his place now. I won't be subbing off Super Kev. Come on, Blue Boys. Have we got a winner in us? So it'll be a 1-1 draw at Eadward Park. 18 shots on goal to their 9. 9 on target to their 6. So we ended up dominating the possession there. 6 shots, 3 on target from Barry Kiloglu, I think his name is. Alexanderson had 3 of 3. Kevin Campbell had 3 shots, 2 on target. So that's very pleasing. We'll take a draw. And we've got Newcastle away in 7 days. And it looks like we've just lost one of our scouts to Leeds, so we'll have to replace him further on down the line here. We've got a bit of news here. Green moves to Leeds. David Unsworth, so we'll drop Unzi into the reserves for a game. And we'll try and get him back up to match fitness since he's lacking a bit of fitness, Unzi. And we've got the draw for the League Cup. Who did we get here now? Huddersfield away in the second round of the League Cup. Gravison has signed a new long contract extension. That's great. Mark Kerr's back in light training, so he'll be back in 3 weeks. That's good. We've got a few injuries. I think we've got 2 or 3 injuries to deal with. Let's have a look. We've got Stephen Beck. He's not really used. He's in the reserves. Mark Kerr and Jonas London, of course, broke his leg last season against Manchester United in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So we've got Newcastle away now. And we'll put, let's have a look, who have we got on the bench? We've got Big Dunk, Hibbo. So I think we need a defender on the bench. We'll put Stubbsy on the bench, I think. And Gravison can continue as captain. We'll keep Super Kev up top. As you can see, we've also brought in Steed Malbranck. We brought him for 1 point. He had a release clause in his contract since Fulham were relegated, so we brought him in on a deal worth £1.2 million. We also managed to bring in Chris Riggett from Derby for £2.5 million. Header 19, position 18, strength 20, so he's a pretty good buy, I would say. And Derby County also, if I can just show you quickly before we move on, bought Danny Cadamartri in a deal worth £5 million. We did put him up on the transfer list, and Derby were willing to come in and pay the money for Danny Cadamartri. So I think we've got around £11 million to spend. If we do need, I have got some players on the shortlist, but if you have any names for me that people that I should look at, guys, then please do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll look to bring them in. I feel like we do need maybe another 1 or 2 players just to fill out the squad a little bit more. So we'll move ahead now to the game against Newcastle away. It's going to be a tough game this up at St James's Park, but hopefully we can come away with something. And Malbranck comes off with an injury, so we'll put Ozzy on for Steve Malbranck. Yes, and Ozzy repays us in the 23rd minute. 1-0 to the Blues of Everton. Looks like we were denied a penalty there. And it's 2-0 to the Blues. Gary Naismith makes it 2-0 to the Blues of Everton. Fantastic this from the Blues. I'll look to make a quick change now. I might look to bring on some fresh legs, as Tommy Graveson's going to have to go off injured. And I was thinking about bringing on Big Duncan Ferguson. And I might have to put, let's have a look, Riggett. I might have to move Riggett up where Tommy Graveson was, as I've got no defensive midfielders on the bench. So Big Dunk makes it 4-0 to the Blues of Everton. Absolutely fantastic display there away against Newcastle. 4-0 win to the Blues. 2 goals from Gary Naismith, 1 from Big Duncan Ferguson and 1 for Leon Osman. And Tommy Gravesson will be out for 3 weeks, so we'll go into our training here and we'll put him into no training, the same as Steve Malbranck. How long is Steve out for? He's out for a month. Okay, we should be able to hopefully deal with that. And Michael Ball, of course, the ex-Everton player, is linked with a move to Tottenham, or he's had a bid accepted, sorry. And Zinedine Zidane has gone from Real Madrid to Lazio. Now this was a young lad from Croatia that I was looking to bring in as a future first team starter for us. 17 heading, 15 in positioning, 18 stamina, 17 strength, good work rate, good technique. I see he's got a minimum release clause of 1.2 million, so I'll offer the release clause and hopefully we can get a deal done there. This was a guy that was in the comment section, so I did look to try and bring him in, but they keep rejecting my offers, so I think I might leave that one now. See if we can't bring in somebody else in the striking position. We have got, of course, a young Wayne Rooney. We've got big Duncan Ferguson, Super Kev, and Tom Marida, who can play that position. So Sebastian Frey, of course, I've used him in my Arsenal save previously and my Manchester United save. He's a very young, good goalkeeper from Parma. And there's a contract expiring here. He looks okay, but maybe we can get him on a pre-contract since his contract, or have they renewed it? Michael Ball has agreed to join Tottenham, and they fixed that contract there, so I won't be able to bring him in on a pre-contract. So, of course, any names that you think I should have a look at, guys, then please do let me know in the comment section below. So you can see the Huddersfield game there has now gone in between Watford and Chelsea. So I might actually play as far, I think I'll play as far as Chelsea away in this first episode. And I'll try and, like I said, keep these episodes down to about 20 to 30 minutes long for your viewing pleasure. I don't want to make the episodes too long, so we'll bring him as a squad rotation player. He wants 9,500, 120,000 sign-on bonus. And we'll take away that and we'll give him some clauses and hopefully he'll accept that. I don't really want a release clause in his contract. He does look decent, this young lad, so can have him as backup, and we will look to move on maybe Alessandro Pistoni, and I don't know how old Davy Weir is. He's only 32, so he could do his backup. And we've got, of course, Stubbsy. He's only 30, so I think with that young lad coming in will be enough backup for us. We'll give Ozzy the start, and we've got Big Dunk on the bench, and I think we could really do with maybe bringing Unzi back up again from the reserves. He's still lacking match practice, he is, but he can go on the bench, and if we need him, then we can call upon Unzi. Of course, he can play in multiple positions, and Tommy Gravison is, of course, injured, so Unzi can get the start straight away, and we'll put Duff on the bench as we go away now to Manchester City at Main Road. Hopefully we can continue our good form. And it's 1-0. It's Naismith again. Scored 2 in the previous game against Newcastle, and he's grabbed himself a goal here. It's 1-0 at half-time to the Blues. Looks like Steve Watson picked himself up a yellow card there, so I might have to take him off to avoid him being sent off. And Darren Huckabee finds the back of the net. It's 1-1 at Main Road. Have we got a winner in us? Can we take the lead again? So we'll look to bring on Big Duncan Ferguson, and we'll bring on Hibbo for Watson. Just the 2 changes here. Have we got a winning goal in us? No. It's going to be a draw at Main Road, 1-1. Let's have a quick look at the match stats. 7 shots on goal to our 12. 5 on target to our 7. So you see Big Dunk didn't have any finishes, and neither did Super Kev. So, but we'll take a 1-1 draw there. And he's rejected our contract. Give him a little bit more money maybe. I know he wants his minimum release clause, but don't really want to give that to him, so we'll give him a bit more money, and we'll give him some bonuses as well. Hopefully he'll accept that contract. We'll have a quick look. We're currently sitting 11th in the table, 1 win, 2 draws, 6 goals, only conceded 2, so that's not bad. The board's objective this season was to battle again bravely against relegation, so hopefully we can get a decent mid-table finish this year. That would be good, and maybe a good run in the cup would also be good. So Tommy Graveson's back, Mark Kerr's back, so we'll put him back into general, same as Tommy Graveson, same as Beck. And the young lad's injured, 2 weeks with a damaged shoulder, 10 days for Steve Malbranck, and only a few days for Jonas London. So we're getting a few players back now. We'll put Tommy Graveson back on in the starting lineup, and we might change Super Kev for Big Duncan Ferguson. How's Wayne Rooney coming along? Yeah, could still do. He's only 17. Still do with a bit of work, Wayne Rooney, so we'll keep him on the bench for this one. It's been a game with very little chances, it seems, but it seems like we've got ourselves a few yellow cards, so hopefully nobody gets sending off. Come on, Blue Boys. So we'll look to make a few changes now, maybe. When the ball goes out of play, we'll look to bring on Super Kev. We'll look to bring on Hibbo for Steve Watson. And we'll bring on Unzi for Gary Naismith, which just leaves Felipe Mexis with the yellow card. So hopefully he doesn't get into any trouble and get himself sent off. And it's 1-0 to Everton. Back here, Kiyoglu in the 82nd minute. And it'll be a 1-0 win at Goodison Park. 9 shots on goal to their 3, 5 on target to their 2. Absolutely perfect. That moves us up to 8 now. 2 wins, 2 draws, no losses. 7 goals for, only 2 conceded. It's a very good start to the season, I would say. And that was another young lad that I was looking at. 20 acceleration, 20 agility, 20 bravery. This was a lad I was looking to for the future, so I don't know how much they've maybe bid for him, so we'll throw in a cheeky little bid here. See, there's already a bid been accepted there, so we've got Huddersfield away now in the League Cup, and London is back, which is absolutely fantastic news, so he can go back into the first team if he's not tired, which he isn't. So we'll put London in there, and we'll take Stubbsy off the bench and put Ozzy there, and we will also take Nicholas Alexanderson and give Kerr a go, since he's only just come back from injury, so we want to try and give people some minutes if we can. Only a few days left for Steve Malblanc, so he's really the only one now that we're waiting for. Big Dunk is a bit tired, 91. What's Super Kev? He's 100, so we might give Big Dunk a rest here. And he's also 97, 99. I think that'll be okay. We'll give the captaincy to Super Kevin Campbell. And, yep, we'll play Huddersfield away in the League Cup, and then we'll finish today's episode with the away game at Stamford Bridge 3 days later. Or 4 days later, I apologise. And it's 1-0 to Huddersfield. That's not the start we were looking for here. Still a long way to go. Hopefully we can turn this game around. And it's 2-0 to Huddersfield. Definitely not the first half we were looking for here at the Alfred McAlpine Stadium. We had 1 shot on target and 1 on, so that's not stats that we're looking for. Have a quick look. No shots from Super Kev, so we'll look to make a few changes here. We'll bring on Big Dunk, and we will take off. Let's have a look. I think I'll just leave that the way it is, but I'll change to attacking mentality. Hopefully we can turn this game around in the second half. Come on, Blue Boys. 20 minutes left here. We trail 2-0 to Huddersfield. Doesn't look like we're going to get back into this game. So we'll be crashing out in the second round of the League Cup. Definitely not what we were looking for there. We did end up with 9 shots on target. 4, of course, we had 1 and 1 after the first half. So changing to attacking was the way to go. But we've lost 2-0 there. So we're going to have to pin all our hopes on the FA Cup this season as well, and it's Chelsea away to finish off today's episode. So I think I will start with that. I might start with Big Duncan. He's lacking much practice. Super Kev is at 100, so I might bring Big Dunk off the bench to try and give him some game time. I'll just flick through these last pieces of news here, and we will go to Stamford Bridge. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, guys, then please do drop the video a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And let's get underway with the final game of today's episode. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Emmanuel Petit. Super Kev makes it 1-1. It's going to be a very difficult game here at Stamford Bridge. Hopefully we can come away with something. And Zola makes it 2-1 to Chelsea in the 39th minute. (3-0). Zola doubles his tally for the day. As you can see there, 14 shots on goal to our 3, 11 on target to our 3. So, but we've got a goal back here. Kurt makes it 3-2 in the 53rd minute. Have we got it in us to find an equaliser maybe? And we do. Super Kevin Campbell makes it 3-3. 20 minutes to go here at Stamford Bridge. And the final whistle goes. We come back from 3-1 down, was it? 2-1 down, 3-1 down to make it 3-3. Absolutely fantastic. Very clinical in front of goal. 6 on target. No, sorry, 5 on target, 6 on goal to their 16 and 13. So very, very pleased that the Blues managed to come back there and pick up a point. So this is how the table looks, guys, after the final game of today's episode. 5 played, 2 wins, 3 draws, no losses, 10 goals for and 5 conceded. So I would say that's a very, very good way to start season 2 here at Goodison Park. So the fixtures in the next game, we'll start with Middlesbrough away, and I'll probably go as far as maybe West Ham, I think, in the next episode. Try and keep it, like I said, to around 20 to 30 minutes long. So this will be a bit of a shorter video since we've done a bit of a summer roundup and transfer roundup and stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed, guys. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you again for episode 2.